If you want to support the predator poachers catching the sickest both near and far, go to the pinned comment. If you're on Rumble, press the red join button to see over 30 videos early and uncensored for only $10 a month. We can't do this without your help, so join our locals.
This channel is a group of investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing and educating society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos are strictly educational, and we grant full permission for academia, which is any classroom setting or in scholarly papers, to show or cite our videos. To ensure that these videos are strictly used for educational purposes, we strictly adhere to YouTube's community guidelines, such as not revealing someone's personally identifiable information, in other words, PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is a subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment and bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Due to potentially illegal activities discussed in our videos, law enforcement in the respective jurisdiction we conduct these interviews in is notified of each interview and video filmed by us. We are not accusing any individual interviewed of being guilty or committing a crime. That is the job of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes, and we do not condone vigilantism or vigilante behavior, such as taking the law into your own hand or not notifying law enforcement when a suspected crime takes place. We are investigative journalists. Trigger warning. Some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss what was talked about in the video and to discuss what people can take from that video and learn from and tell others about. Our goal here is to bring awareness and educate the public. Now the video will start.
Oh yeah, this dude's way too much of a boomer to know catchers. I don't think he's. We live right now? Yeah. Did you get the plate? Like clearly. Did you go live? Yeah, guys, he's parked right in front of us. We're just gonna wait, hopefully, for him to get out of his car before we try to make contact with him. And the 37's on the third floor, right?
Yeah. It's on the right-hand side.
Okay. He just told her there's a guy parked with Texas tags.
No way.
Yeah. She said, leave now. I'm gonna wait to leave because if he just says there's a guy parked with Texas tags and I immediately leave, that'd be kind of. Dude, actually, if I go up to him and I'm like, "Oh, am I in your parking spot right now?" I could be, you know what I mean? Just like, "Oh, dude, am I taking your spot?" Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Is he on the phone?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, bro, am I in your spot? Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I'm waiting on one of our friends to come down. But if I'm in your spot, I'll move.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. Let me pull up the drive. Wish we had time to print the chats, but it's dark out anyway. Yeah. So I would basically just let him park. Oh, he's walking out. I'll just be like, yeah, dude, am I in your spot? Just. And if he doesn't move, if he just says no, I'm just gonna drop it on him. Hey, am I in your spot? Am I in your? We're just waiting on a friend to come down. If I'm in your spot, you can go ahead and just park there. I don't care.
No, this here's a handicap parking. See, I got.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah.
All right.
I thought I was taking up your spot or something like that.
No,
Okay.
you're okay there.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm just here.
All right. Well, Roy, I got to have a conversation with you about Emily. Okay. Do you mind do you have in the car right now?
No.
Okay. Well, do you mind just stepping out just for my safety? I just want to have a conversation about it. You can just hang up. Just want to have a conversation. No, you're not a bad dude or anything.
No, I just come up here because she wanted me to come up.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. We can just go talk under here. Well, I'm Gordon. Nice to meet you.
Well, I'm Roy.
Oh, all right.
I don't know why she wanted me to come up, but I told her I'd come up.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no problem. Before anything, how old is Emily?
I'm not sure exactly.
Well, what did she say online?
She said she was about 18.
I'm not mad at you, dude. I'm just asking what she actually said online.
She did say she was around 18. Oh, I've been doing texting her.
Okay, got it. Well, who does she like? What do you know about her? Like, who does she live with and all that stuff?
Her mother.
Her mother. Okay. Does she drive?
No.
Okay.
She said she didn't drive. She said she lived here with her mother.
Right. So that's why I'm asking. Like, I'm not mad because if she wanted you to come here, that's fine.
That's all she asked me is to come here.
Okay.
Because she was here by herself.
Fair enough. So why do you think she wanted you to come here?
I don't know.
Okay. She was just here by herself and all that stuff. Okay, so just hanging out with somebody?
I guess that's all she wants. I'm not sure.
No problem.
I don't know how old she is.
Okay. What do you do for work? Do you work at all?
No, I'm retired.
What did you used to do?
I used to be a cook
Oh, really?
down at Denny's.
Really? So you can cook up some stuff pretty well?
Yep.
Nice, man. What's your favorite thing to make?
I make just about anything.
Well, I appreciate what you do. My uncle actually manages 2 Denny's in Wheeling, West Wheeling.
See, I took care of my aunt's great niece and nephew.
Okay.
A good bit and stuff, and I didn't know if she was afraid to be here by herself or what.
Okay, so it's just more of like kind of a babysitting thing, or just making sure she's safe and all that stuff.
And that's all I was doing to make sure that there was nobody around here that
could hurt her or something like that.
Yeah.
So you said you babysat your great niece?
It was my aunt's great niece and nephew.
Okay.
Both of them. She had 2 of them. One was moved down to Virginia with her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Her father had custody of her.
Okay.
She loved me to pieces, always run up and grabbed a hold of me and stuff. And then her other niece, she always wanted to sleep with me, but I didn't go for that
Okay.
because I'm not related to them.
Right. Fair enough. Okay, so did Emily kind of remind you of like just your niece that you babysat, or?
I just thought she was a lonely person.
Okay. So were you here to like kind of just babysit and make sure she was safe, or just here for a friend? Like what was kind of
Just for a friend.
Okay, fair enough.
I've been talking to her. She's had a friend request,
Okay.
and so I friended her, and she started talking to me and stuff.
Man,
I never
nothing wrong.
reached out for her.
Yeah,
She
she reached out to you.
and I was talking to her, and I told her I was 67 years old.
Okay. So no problem with that. So how old was your great niece? I'm sorry. So that's your cousin or niece?
My
or?
aunt's great
Okay.
niece.
How old was your aunt's great niece when you babysat for her and kind of watched over her?
She was 3 years old
Till how old?
until around 8 because she moved in with her mother, and then the others 2. I've been watching them off and on every so often.
Okay.
They live with their mother down here in Mount Savage.
So you have just kind of like you've always just kind of been one to kind of watch over and just
Yeah.
babysit kids. Okay. So is that what we're kind of doing here? Like that's not a problem if so. I mean.
Well, I don't know. She asked me to come up here, and I said, "Is there anything wrong?" She said, "No." She just wanted company.
Okay, got it. So being that we mentioned your great niece, who is kind of 3 to however old she was.
Well, she's 18 now.
She's 18 now?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you still watch over her?
No, I don't have to watch over her. She's with her mother,
Okay.
and they're down in Virginia.
Did you feel a duty to watch over Emily tonight since she was alone?
Well, she talked to me, and that she said that she's here by herself a good bit, and she gets lonely.
Okay. Were you kind of worried for her safety or anything, or?
I just was wondering why she wanted me to come up tonight.
Okay. So, look, I'm not mad at you or anything, and I understand why you would maybe think, I wouldn't want to hear her age or anything like that. But we're talking about...
Well, I'm not going to lie about it. I'm 67 years old. I was in the military.
Well, thanks for your service, man. What branch?
Army.
Really? Did you go overseas at all?
No, I was here in the United States. I was in Georgia.
Okay.
I was supposed to go to 101st Air Mobilization Unit in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was propelling down a helicopter down in Georgia, I hurt my back.
Oh, shit.
And so I couldn't go through. I was through my special force trainings, like...
So you were honorably discharged?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, dude, I appreciate your sacrifice for the country, man.
I volunteered. It was right after, like, Vietnam.
Okay.
It was over with. I was going in. It was still going on when I had volunteered, but it went over.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I don't know why I come in, but
Right.
I come in.
Right.
Because you never know when war's going to break out.
Dude, absolutely. Dude, do you think war's going to come soon? Like Civil War at all? Are you one of those, or?
I believe if the wrong people gets into office.
I'm so worried this November, man. Like...
Well, I know who I'm voting for.
Oh, me too. Me too.
And I'm not ashamed to admit it's Donald Trump.
Absolutely. Only problem is I don't think he's going to win Maryland. Just too many idiots in Baltimore, you know?
Well, the way I see it, that people in like North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, out in Ohio, and so many states just turned red.
Yeah.
There's not many blue.
No, exactly.
The only thing is if they're allowing them to vote.
Yeah, I'm originally from Texas, and, our governor, Greg Abbott, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had to clear out like over 1,000 off the voting rolls like recently. But of course they don't vote though, right? But they're on the voting rolls. It makes no sense.
Well, that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely. No, Texas is getting flooded, man. Like anytime you go near the borders, like 3 border checkpoints, like it gets crazy down there.
Yep,
but yeah.
I can see it on TikTok all the time. I like looking at that.
Just
all the time.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, all this alternative
Seeing
media is better news.
Coming off, well, the other news, NBC, and these other news stations, don't know what other ones, WNBC and these
CNN, all these people.
Fake.
Yeah, it is all fake, absolutely.
Because I watch it and stuff, and I've seen how Donald Trump was in the past when he was president. And I say, well, that's why I'm going with Donald Trump, because of what he did for the American people. in the
Right.
past.
And the inflation now is just unbelievable, man. Like it's getting expensive to live.
Yep.
And you see my shirt, the Let's Go Brandon shirt, the anti-Biden
Yeah.
shirt. You like that one? Yeah. So kind of touching back on Emily. Like I know you don't have any ill will towards anybody. So here you said you were 62,
67.
67. Okay. So this must have been a typo or something when you mentioned you were 62.
I never told her I was 62. I always told her my right age, 67.
Okay, it must have been like a typo or something like that. Fair enough. So I do want to ask because obviously Emily did tell you her age, and I'm not. Obviously, there's context to everything. Like I don't think you're a bad person or out to do anything.
Oh, I thought you might have been 18.
Okay, but that's fine if you thought that. But what did she tell you? Because there's a difference between the two.
Well, I didn't think anybody underage could be online.
Okay. So did she tell you she was like?
She said she was 11.
Okay.
And I told her, well, that's how old, around that, the one I'm watching is.
Okay.
But she's 12 years old.
Right. Right. Okay.
They don't come up as much anymore since their great aunt passed away.
Damn.
I was taking care of her since, September the 7th of last year.
Mm-hmm. Well, dude, I mean, I genuinely appreciate you taking care of your great aunt, man.
I was taking care of her before she got down and out. I was helping her with her husband, my uncle, and he was about 89, or no, he was up in the 90s when he passed away, and he had liver cancer.
Do you have any? Are you divorced, married, or?
No, I never was divorced. I've never been married. The last girlfriend I had cheated on me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I walked in on her. She was in bed with another guy. It was her best friend's fiance she was in bed with.
No
I was
way.
supposed to marry her. I went to surprise her. It was when I was 18 years old.
That's the last time you had a girlfriend?
No, I had other girlfriends.
Oh,
and
okay.
that, but I just because of that happened, every time it's imprinted in my mind.
Yeah, it gives you more PTSD than the military
And I
does.
have a problem with people trusting, the trusting in
Trust
a woman.
issues, yeah.
And that when I get with somebody and they start ignoring me, I'm wondering now, what are you doing?
Oh, God damn, man. I understand. Wow, okay. So you've had quite an impactful, or quite a life, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I had quite a life. I've been meeting women online, and most of the women online that I meet, they're out for money.
Yeah, do they not know that Kamala Harris is in office? Who has money to give at this point? We give
I
enough.
know. Well, like I said, I make $1,094 a month. I'm on Social Security.
When Trump gets in, it's going to be even more, though.
I hope we get more money.
Yep. We need the Trump
I hope
tax.
they take it away from these illegals and give it back to the American people.
Yeah, absolutely. God, New York City, they have these debit cards with all this on there. It's enraging. Like I can go on and on about that. Well, I gotta ask, man. You've been online for quite a while, just kind of trolling. Not really. How long on Facebook?
On Facebook, it really hasn't been that long. Maybe 7, 8 years.
Oh, okay. Not too bad at all. So you mentioned like underage people can't be on Facebook.
That's what I always was told, because I know the ones that I babysit, their mother told them they couldn't get on Facebook. See, I got an iPhone 13 Pro Max now. I used to have, before I had that, a flip-top phone. And I did not know the first thing about it.
Yeah.
The little boy is the one that showed me different things I can do on this here iPhone 13. Because he wanted me to get that, so he can play with it too when he's around.
Interesting. Okay, not bad. So, yeah, you say they're not allowed. How common is it for these like underage kids to just try to talk to adults, like to try to hit you up? Like, does this happen often, or just like a rare thing?
No, this here was the first one. I thought, well, she was lying.
Okay. Fair enough.
I really thought she was lying, because how are you online?
I don't know. I don't know.
How are you online if you're 12 years old
Mm-hmm.
and don't your mother know what you're doing?
Right, right. How'd the conversation kind of go with Emily? Like, or I guess when did she start talking to you, and how did the convo kind of go?
It hasn't been that long ago. It's been maybe 2 months ago.
Okay. What did y'all kind of talk about with each other?
The main thing I talked about who'd stay with her.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was of age, and I told her that if she wanted to, I'd like to see some news of her.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to lie because
Hey, I'm a guy too. I get you. But
because I got all kinds of girls on my phone that sent me news, and not because I've asked, but because they wanted money.
really, they kind of bribe. They try to
That's
bribe
right.
you and shit.
Tried to bribe me, send me pictures and that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love you this much. I love you this.
What apps would you say has the most stuff? Like, obviously Facebook, but what?
Messenger, I had girls sending me on that.
Really? Did they all, like? I guess what percentage of them said they were over 18? What percentage of them said they were under 18?
None of them.
None of them.
Nope, not one. They all say they're 18 years old.
Okay, no problem.
See, I usually am in bed at this time of the night
Yeah.
because I go watch TV a little bit and then I go to bed. And she texted me, asked me to come up. I said, okay.
Fair enough. What other apps do people kind of message on? Like, do people kind of message you on, or
Singles.
singles?
Yeah.
Or signal or singles?
Singles, whatever. Plus, let me see, TikTok is where I just follow the people on there because I like some comments they make and
Yeah, of course.
videos they put on.
Sure.
And they come back to me, hello, handsome,
Oh,
and all
okay.
this.
They like the mullet, man.
And I just think, well, I know what this is.
Yeah.
I've been on there for this many years and I've seen these women and what they do. And when they start saying, hello, handsome, and all this, there's one girl I've been talking to. Well, it's not a girl, it's a woman. Her name's Emily something, Cherokee. I've been talking to her,
Yeah.
and she's from out in Ohio. Right now, she said she's originally from not North Carolina, but
North Dakota?
out west.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere. She's a Native American. And
Nice.
and I've been talking to her.
Got
And
it.
like I told her, I'm not in a rush. I said, we got to take it slow because if we don't. But when I hear a girl, I think she's 18, and she's asking for me to come over to see her, I thought, well, if she's 18, there might be somebody hanging around here.
Yeah, fair enough.
And
So, what about is Telegram another app too, or
Telegram, I told her about Telegram. She asked me about it.
is that kind of like groups or individuals, or kind of both? Or
No, it ain't groups. It's individuals.
really?
Telegram is individual. Some girls want me to go to Telegram. And I tell them, I don't have that, but there are certain girls that did get Telegram, and I went over to them.
Got it. Are there any apps that you kind of see like people like Emily's age kind of shown on, or anything? Like, do people?
Well, I'd see on, let me see, well, Facebook, it's like pictures of models. Of girls,
yeah.
And I figure, well, their moms and dads put them on there.
Fair enough.
And I tell them about liking them. I just hit the thing and
Yeah.
let them know that I like their videos.
Of course.
And let me see what other ones. Facebook. There's, what is that other one? Instagram. They got them on there. But I can show you on the phone the women that I've been talking to.
Oh yeah, no, it looks like mostly adults for sure.
Yeah.
How's Telegram for like the younger? Are they any models
I
on there?
have never seen any.
Okay. Got it. So Emily was kind of asked for. Did Emily ever send you at all, or
No.
no?
She said she's shy. I said, well, I don't blame you.
Okay. Did she ever try to flirt with you at all, or get flirtatious with you, or did you try to flirt with her or anything?
Well, I flirted with her.
Okay.
Told her that she was very pretty and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. Were any sent from you to her at all?
Well, like I said, I thought she was 18.
That's
I
fine.
did send different pictures.
Okay. Oh, we can be quiet when she passes. How many? I'll be quiet. How many do you think that you sent to her?
1 or 2.
1 or 2. All right, just a or something like that.
Yeah,
Not
that
bad.
was it.
Yeah.
No. Because
Oh no! Believe me, I know, dude. My favorite angle too is just down here, just kind of away from the. I don't do any of it. I got to lose my pregnancy right here.
And it's ones that I've already got downloaded on my phone.
Okay, fair enough. So, so you thought she was 18?
I thought she was 18. She told me she was 12. I thought she was 18 because some girls and stuff does that.
Yeah.
They lie about their age.
How often does it happen in your experience of girls like saying they're younger then ended up being older or shit like that?
Really not many.
If you had to guess.
Some of them looks like they're older.
But
so
how many have told you kind of like Emily, like that they're underage, but then they're actually older, shit like that?
none of them.
None?
No, the only one that ever told me about that I wasn't too sure about because she looked very young and she was a Reeves, Ashlyn Reeves, and the pictures I told her, I said, these here pictures of you on here, but she did send me pictures of her to where she would look like she was 18.
How old was she saying she was?
She was saying 18.
Okay.
But I thought she might have been younger. I told her she looked like she was the age of my niece.
Okay.
And then she sent pictures. I said, how do I know that you're 18?
Right.
So she sent me some pictures. And I said, well, you might be 18.
Fair enough. Have you ever met anybody off the internet before, like a female at all?
No.
This is your first time doing that.
Well, it was.
I guess nobody here's close, right?
She was saying she was 12.
Yeah.
And I thought 18, but I thought, well, if she is 12, I can understand why she would want somebody around.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what was kind of talked about in the messages, besides like kind of the pics and what was kind of discussed?
Well, I told her, I said, if you want to
Hey, you're
on.
Okay. Would that have been like basically, do some?
Yeah.
Was that going to be her decision, or was that going to be forced on her?
It was her decision.
Oh, okay. So
it is not my decision.
Well, that's awesome. I'm big on consent. So
but when I would have seen her age, I would have said, no.
Okay, so you were only so you were here to Emily was of age.
Yes.
Okay.
But not to force her.
Okay.
Because I told her that over the line. If you don't feel comfortable about it, that's fine.
Okay, so so the farthest you would go tonight is just consensual, nothing forced or anything like that.
That's right.
Okay, yeah, I respect that. That's a gentleman maneuver.
Did that there all the way back. This one guy, when I was younger, there was this one girl. He wanted me to hold her while he raped her, and I would not do that.
Wait, when was this?
This was years ago.
Like how far back we talking?
It was when I was around 16, 17. And this boy wasn't that old.
Really? Jeez.
I could smell weed.
Do you smoke weed?
Used to.
I don't.
I got COPD.
Oh, dude.
And
okay.
I had to quit smoking cigarettes and all that. I'm on disability Social Security now. When I was 61 years old, I had 5 doctors tell me I had to quit working.
Really? Jesus Christ. When you worked at Denny's, how long did you work at Denny's for? Like, was that your whole career after the military? Or
No.
No?
I worked construction work for a while.
Nice, man. Well, thanks for building the country up.
Builders.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. So, you mentioned kind of something. So your niece tried to get with you back in the day?
Yeah.
What the
A 3-year-old little girl come up, pulled my pants off, got on my lap, and tried to ride me. And I pushed her away, but it went up inside of her. She raised up and it went up inside of her. And I thought, this can't be happening.
Oh my God! So she got in a position to where she basically made your.
Yes.
What?
She raised up and sat down, and I found out later her mother and her stepfather watched movies in front of her.
And this was when she was 3 years old.
Yeah, well, it was before that she was around with herself all the time. I kept on telling my aunt, I said, it is like this here. There's somebody messing with this young girl.
Mm-hmm.
I said, we should go to somebody and let them know about it.
Oh my God! Is it a? I want to say I know which niece it is. Is it her?
No.
Where's she living now?
She's the one that lives in Virginia.
You know where about in Virginia?
Oh. Let me see. I knew it. Let me see. Stephen City.
Stephen City,
Yeah.
right by Winchester. Right by Winchester on 81 there. I know where that is.
Someplace down there, Stephen City. Oh, that's all I know.
Dude, one of my best friends, Holden, lives in Stephen City. God, yeah, no, Holden's crazy. Like, me and him go shooting all the time, and you know, he has like an AR-15 shotgun. I mean, he even showed me in person. Like, he brought it in his Jeep, and he's like, "Look at this AR-15 shotgun I have." And dude, me and Holden, we were just talking in the parking lot, shooting the shit.
Well, I know I got guns at home.
Well, I mean, if you got a mold like that, I would hope you do.
I've got guns at home because of what's going on. Like my uncle always said, that was when they asked me to come up to give them a hand.
Yeah.
So I went up and I gave them a hand, and they looked at me, and he said, anybody messes with my guns, they're loaded. It always is an empty gun
Right.
that kills somebody.
Yeah.
But if they play with my guns, they will kill you.
Holy cow, man! So you got to tell me how crazy this is, and you know, it's a shame that her parents watched
It's a
porn in
shame.
front of her.
And her mother and stepdad kept on telling us when she was very young that they were going to get custody of her and keep her down there.
Yeah.
But her father got custody of her.
Oh, thank God. But you were basically keeping her safe from when she was 3 to 12 or something like that.
Well, when she was with us, I tried to make sure nothing wrong. Every time she would start doing something, usually, like we had an air mattress, she'd always want me to get on the air mattress with her, and she would get up on me and like try to start.
Bounce on your.
I would start rolling back and forth, and she got back off of her mind, and then she would stop.
How often would she try to do this?
Every time she come up.
Every time she came up.
Every time she came from her mother, that's what she would do.
For years and years.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Every time she comes back up from her mother, I would get her to where she wasn't doing it that much, but she went to her mother, she came back here. That's when she started.
So do you think she's like grabbed your hundreds of times?
Well, she'd come in the shower when I was showering. I had to grab a towel and wrap around me.
Oh God! So she would just walk in on you,
Yeah.
pull the curtains. What would she do next?
She would laugh and grab a hold of me down
Of your
below.
Oh my God, man!
And
Jesus.
I couldn't believe how she was.
That's man. That's crazy.
So she's down in Stephen City. I don't know if she's still with her. She has a boyfriend, I know that. So I don't know if they're living still with her mother or if they're living someplace else.
Got it. You know, I'm trying to think because I thought it was for a second. I get my names mixed up sometimes, but
I don't know her any.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, what am I saying here? But yeah, so you know, I kind of talked to a couple weeks ago, like a little bit after Emily started talking to you, because you mentioned, you know, the great niece. She said she stopped coming over when she turned 12, right? Is that accurate?
No.
No?
It was around 7 or 8 years old. Her mother and stepfather stopped her
Okay.
because they told the police, and I told them everything that was going on about her, and they investigated, and they found that out there was nothing to what she was saying.
What she said, who is she trying to blame it on?
Me.
You?
See, her mom and stepdad, was going to blame it on her grandfather when they first went for custody. They kept on saying they were going to get custody and nobody up this way was going to get to see her.
So what did went to the cops about you or something like that?
No, the mother's made them go to the cops.
Okay.
And she was down there from like when school started until the following summer.
Okay. So how many times did kind of make you dinner because
none. That one time.
That
one
was
time.
It. Okay. Got it.
She never got my pants off again.
Well, I guess in the shower she kind of caught you red-handed.
Yeah.
But so that's crazy. I can't believe that's
I
sad.
told my aunt about it. I come right out and I told her. I said, "You won't believe what she did."
Right. So this is this picture of right here.
No, that's
is that another person that comes?
That's the one that I'm still watching every so often.
Okay, got it. Does try to do the same? Because in the message here, she tried to, like you were saying, she could try to sleep with you and all that stuff.
Yeah, she wants to sleep with me. Her brother wants to sleep with me. Want to sleep with me, and we just didn't go for that.
Okay. So, I want to sleep with you in a way.
Well, I think that's what it was all about.
Right.
I couldn't believe a young girl like that would.
Do you think the brother wants to sleep with you in a way too, or
no?
No. What about?
No.
No. Okay. So the one that was kind of like it. Okay.
Yes. 3 years old, and I couldn't believe how she was. But I figured because of the way her mom, see, my aunt didn't want to do nothing about it.
Right.
Because she did that with her father. They took him away out of the house that he was in because of the abuse he was going through.
Right.
And they put him in some type of a foster care and that. And when he come back, he was a complete different person.
Jesus, man. Jesus.
It was like he was very well mistreated. He changed completely. So I think that scared him.
Right. So there was a picture sent to Emily of kind of like a young cartoon girl and like some guy.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Yeah, fair enough. What would be kind of the I guess what was kind of your thought process sending this to her? Like besides it being funny, like what was kind of the
that can't never happen, not with a man and a little girl liking it like that.
Okay.
I've never seen one like was.
Okay, so it's kind of like a rare exception to
very rare.
Rare exception.
All the little girls I've ever been around and little boys, none of them was like that.
Okay. How did you find out they weren't like that?
Well, just the way they act.
Just the way they act. Pretty innocent.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
Because every time you looked at her, she would have her hand down on her, messing with her.
Yeah. So, how many times have you kind of walked in on kind of messing with herself or herself?
Like, a lot of times. She had
really?
crayons rammed up inside of it.
Really?
My aunt caught her with one of my uncle's pencil with a big eraser on it.
Uh-huh.
I was at work that night. She said she walked back. There she was with a pencil. She said that far stuck up inside of her.
Okay.
And
So how did Emily say her life was like? Like, what did she tell you about her?
she said never had.
Really? Did she even, what about with stuff like that herself? Like, what did she say about that?
I'm not sure. I think she said she never did that.
Never did that? Okay. Well, so here's kind of my thing, Roy. And again, like, you know, kind of like at the very beginning when we were like, oh, well, she didn't tell me.
Well, is she okay?
She's fine. And, you know, I know you're not here to hurt anybody. But here's kind of why.
Well, I can understand.
Yeah. Well,
I would be worried about my daughter because I told her about that.
well, here's kind of why you didn't believe she was 18 at all. And I'm just going to tell you because you're an honest dude and I'm honest too. And so far, you know, I think you've been 95% honest. The other 5%, I get it. It's human nature. Only a sociopath would be 100% honest about everything. 'Cause that'd be a little bit weird. You're just like, I did it and I love it, right? So the cartoon pictures of the kids and the adults, there's no chance. You talk to a lot of adults online. You do talk to a
Yeah,
lot of
I
adults.
do talk to them.
So,
This one was supposed to come here to be with me.
well, hell yeah, man. Good luck with that. But I'm going through your messages with the adults. You don't send any kid stuff to any of them. You don't send.
Oh, yes, I do.
but
I
you,
can show you different ones. See, I've got that off of line.
no, I know that. I know that.
I
But
got that right off of line, and I thought that was really hilarious, and I sent it to different girls about that.
But nobody who's 18 years old hasn't had, doesn't drive, doesn't themselves, and all of that type
I
of
got
stuff.
this
Well,
one girl said she's 18.
okay, well, just hold on. So for those reasons, you know, I knew you knew that Emily was a younger lady under 18. Okay, like I know you didn't actually think she was 18, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. I mean, if she was like 5 or 6, that'd be slightly different than her being 12 and all of that. So I just want I just need a little bit more honesty about the whole, you know, I thought she was 18 thing. Because
I thought
no.
she was older than what she was saying.
Okay, but you didn't think she was 18. How old did you think she was? Like 13, 14, something like that?
I don't know. I never seen really any pictures of her other than her face.
Okay. Well, she video called you today, right?
She video called.
How was the video call like? Like, what was she showing on there?
She showed me a baby doll,
Okay.
but she still looked like she was older than what she was
All
on
right.
there.
Well, does any 18-year-old not themselves play with baby dolls and do all this?
I don't know. I'm not around too many of them. The only ones I
Okay.
do is meet online.
Right, but even a 12-year-old play with baby dolls at that age. You know what I mean? Like baby dolls are a very young thing. And another.
Well, he does.
Okay. Well, another thing is.
She's young,
Okay. Well.
and I know other women that has them as a collection.
Okay, but obviously Emily wasn't showing it to you as a collection. She was showing it because that's she was like holding it. Okay. And then you wouldn't be asking, is your mom gone? This and that. If.
Well, I asked her because. Are
Okay.
you there by yourself? Because if you are, is there something really going on? I want to know how she felt. If
So-
she was scared about something.
Okay. So, as in, like, scared to just be alone or needed.
Yeah,
Okay.
that there was something going on that she was being,
What do you think it could have been?
well, I don't know, prowler. I see all this stuff online where these little girls are being by these here that comes into this country.
Oh, like a Jocelyn, Uruguay, and Houston.
Yeah.
Okay. So was that kind of in your mind when you were coming here? Like I've
Yeah.
seen. Okay. So if that was in your
Because-
mind, so if that was in your mind, you didn't think she was 18. You thought she was a little girl that needed
No,
help.
I thought an 18-year-old, because look at the women that it happened to.
Yeah, it's all like 12 and 11-year-olds.
No, there was some that was older.
Okay. Well,
Women.
Okay. But the ones that make the national news are always young. They're always the ones that are around Emily's age. So look, I'm not an argumentative person. You can tell I don't like to argue too much.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, though, I've seen them on there. I forget
Okay.
that one woman that had her kids, that the guy and her on a running path.
Yeah,
See,
and
there's
that was here
so-
in Maryland. Yeah, I know. But look, I'm not going to go back and forth about whether you thought she was 18 or not, because you know at this point none of us are fooling anybody.
Well, now
about
I
the-
know for sure she isn't.
Okay, did you?
I will talk to her and be nice if she still wants to talk.
Okay,
But other than that,
okay. But the thing is, dude. Did you think coming here like she could be 18, she could not be 18, it could be either or?
I thought she could be 18. I really thought she could because of her face
Okay.
She looked a little bit older. Some women does look older than they really are.
When did you find out she looked a little bit older?
Well, she did have pictures on her Facebook page, and she looked like she might be 18. Because I've seen girls that are flat, and they're 21, 30 years old.
Okay, so would you say Emily's flat or here?
I really don't know. I've never seen.
Well, why'd you bring up flat?
I'm just saying, I've seen girls like that.
Okay, what pictures did you see of Emily?
I seen her from here up.
Okay. When did you start thinking like,
Well, I've been without a woman now for over 10 years.
okay. So is that kind of, you think what it is that kind of brought you here in part two?
Yeah, thinking she might be of age.
Well, we know that wasn't the case. But,
well, that's what I thought. I know everybody's got their own.
Roy, just, I'm willing to debate a lot of things, but I'm not debating whether you knew she was 12. That's obvious. She told you and all that stuff, okay? But, it's pretty understandable if you were coming here as like more of a babysitter to make sure she was safe, and if you haven't been with a female in 10 years, that's a lot more understandable than you just kind of lying to me saying that I thought she was 18, because obviously that just kind of, I like you a lot, we think the same politically and all that shit, but every time, I'm hearing that, oh, well, I thought she was 18, that kind of ruins your reputation with me a little bit, because we just both know it's not true. But if there's an actual explainable thing, like I've been with a girl in 10 years and,
I haven't been with anybody for 10 years.
That's fine. So do you think you'd be here if you were with a female yesterday?
More than likely.
Okay. Do you think you'd be talking the way we talked to Emily?
No.
If you were with a female?
No.
You wouldn't.
I never cheat on a woman.
Okay. I'm saying
that I know for sure is going to be for me.
Okay, I get that. But I'm saying if you actually were with a female, not like in a relationship, but just sexually, do you think you'd be here tonight? Or do you think you just haven't had it so long that you just came here for that just because it's your only thing?
No, like I said, if I had a woman that I know was with me,
but
I probably wouldn't have come here tonight.
Okay. So do you think in part just going without for so long brought you here?
Oh, that could be part of it.
Okay. That's more explainable. You don't have to give me the excuse I thought she was 18, because that just doesn't make any sense. Like, I get it. What if Emily said she was 6 or 7?
No.
No?
No way.
Okay.
Because that's how old my aunt's niece is.
What if she said she was like 9 or 10?
No.
No? I guess what about her saying she was 12 made you kind of take that leap? And I'm not judging you. It's not the end of the world. I'm just asking.
Well, I just want to see if she was 12.
Okay.
What was she looking for? Fair
enough. So I wanted to ask about that too, because a lot of the messages here, I'm going to say this: nobody asks an 18-year-old, "Hey, did you ever see a boy before?" Just don't even say anything. We just know nobody says that to someone who's 18. Every 18-year-old female.
Well, whenever she told me she didn't have, I was wondering if she ever seen a boy before.
Has she?
She said no.
Okay, so we obviously know she's not 18 then. Every 18-year-old on Earth at this point has like 20 bodies, right? At this point, 20.
Well, some of them will lie about it because they do not want you to think that they put it out like that.
Agreed.
That they're innocent.
I agree with you on that. I'm not saying you're wrong. But another thing that's kind of telling me you knew she was 12 is because you didn't say, have you ever seen a before? Have you ever seen a man? You said, have you ever seen a boy? You're not like coming up to some woman with big, hey, do you like boys? No, that's not how we talk to adults. You know that. So, look, if this is just a one-time thing where you just haven't had it in so long that, hey, I know she's 12, but I just haven't I've gone without it for so long, because you're not a child. That okay, you're not somebody who's gonna anybody or anything like that. Is this what it was? You knew it was kind of out of bounds, but it's just been so long and you got carried away? If that's the case, that's fine. I don't care. Is that what it is? Just honestly.
Well, I thought, she wants it, give it to her.
Hey, I don't disagree with that. Okay. So were you hoping to just maybe just show her that first experience or something like that, or?
I told her if she didn't have it, that I would show her what to do.
Okay, got it. That's fair. Did you ever think, like, what if, so it wasn't going to be forced, anything like that?
No, I don't do that with any women.
Okay.
They say no, no means no.
Hey, yeah, dude.
That's exactly how I am.
Okay.
No means no.
So, I'm just going to ask this, and I'm not trying to antagonize or anything like that, but, you know, being her first experience, wanted to get it, why did her being 12 not stop you from doing that? And I'm not saying I'm not saying like you're evil or anything like that. I'm just asking, like,
I was wondering if she really was, and it was something inside of me wanted to see if she really was 12.
okay. And, you know,
It wasn't nothing else.
okay. So, obviously, we know she was 12, and, you know, say that was confirmed at the door. And I'm not, again, it's just the facts here, it's because it's in the messages. If she was 12, with all the shit, was it going to be forced onto her, or were you just going to let her decide what she wants to do, or anything? Like, what was kind of that going on with that?
It's like I told her that if she was uncomfortable about it, didn't feel like that, fine.
Okay, so regardless, no matter what with Emily, whether she's 12, 18, 70,
No, I do not do that with any woman or anybody.
okay. So no matter what Emily is, you farthest you would have gone is consensual or whatever she's comfortable with. Am I right about that?
Right.
Well, thank you for your honesty. I like that.
I do not believe in going up and forcing myself on somebody. If they don't want to do it, why do that? Maybe you have a chance with them
Yeah, fair enough.
if you don't do that.
So I kind of want to ask about the forceful thing. I know not in your case, but Telegram. Have you come across like people on Telegram that you think would force themselves on kids, or like bad people like that?
I usually don't talk to the man.
Talk to the man
Talk to the man
on Telegram or just anywhere or
anywhere.
anywhere. Okay. Because
I do a few on like TikTok, ones that post the video.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Talk about that, and I'll talk to them back.
so
And some of the women, I'm really not sure if they're really women or if it might be a man posing as a woman
Right.
because they don't want to FaceTime you, they don't want to phone you. They always make an excuse about why they can't do this.
Yeah. I do want to ask, with Emily, what were your intentions after tonight? Like, did you want to continue this, or was it a one-time thing, or what were you hoping with that?
I was going to see how old she really was.
Okay.
What I really want, I just want to see, are you of age?
Okay.
And if she wasn't, if I seen she wasn't of age, then it wouldn't have been any further. Some women lies and says they're a certain age, and they're not. Like I said, I didn't know if she was pretending to be a little girl holding a doll baby, because I know police has got stings out
Okay.
with people that goes to motels to meet a girl or whatever. That's why I told her, let's meet in a public place. That way I could see her out in a public place.
Is this a public place here, or?
No, this wasn't.
Okay.
But I just was wondering if there was something going on here.
Okay. So here is said.
She told me her mother was working until 8 in the morning.
Okay.
And I thought, well, she might be scared.
Okay.
She said her grandmother used to watch her, but she died. And she said her dad got COVID and passed away.
When did she say her?
She didn't say for sure. She just said that she died, I forget, sicklesemia or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. So she said her grandma used to babysit her?
Yeah.
Okay. So look, if we're talking about babysitting and...
That's what she said.
Right.
Like I said, then why is her mother leaving her here by herself?
Were you concerned about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So to me, because you are a good person...
Because I do not like it whenever the kids' mother's down here in Mount Savage, leave them home there by themselves.
Okay.
The girl's 12 years old, the little boy's 10 years old.
So you looked at this as a situation of like mom's just basically leaving her kid out to fend for herself.
Yes.
Okay, so
See, this has been going on for a while with them.
okay, so to me that sounds like, you know, we're here to just make sure a 12-year-old's safe and make sure she's all good to go.
I want to make sure. I want to
Okay.
make sure that way I would have seen exactly how old she was.
Right. All right. Well.
I would have seen that whenever she looked at me.
Yeah. Well, to me, it looked like you believed that you were coming to make sure a kid was safe.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine with me.
There ain't nothing else because I'm not that type of guy to do that,
To do what?
to have with a young girl. But if she was old enough, I would have.
Well,
And then if she put herself out there, I don't know. I might have done that too.
even if she was young.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm fucking. Basically, you're just gonna let her, you know, go with the
Yeah.
flow. Okay. Hey, I don't blame you, bro.
But if she was too young, no way. But like I said, if she put it out,
I can't.
I
blame
don't
you.
know
I'm-
how I
I'm-
would have been.
Could have been. Could have not. Okay. I'm a guy. I feel you.
I know that because what she always did in that, and I tried to get her mind off of it.
Yeah.
There was just times she was insistent, and my aunt and uncle was right there.
What did she make? Yeah. What were some of the time? Because you know, I did talk.
They
and
were
she-
sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, she said like, and hey, look, I get it. When a girl puts herself out there, dude, it's hard to say no. I mean, you're the talking. Was telling me that, man, you were getting and all this shit sometimes because of it and all that.
Well, whenever she's grabbing a hold of it, heck
Of
yeah.
course, you get. Yeah, I mean, I can't blame
And
you
I
for
would
it.
go like this here, try to push her away, and
Well, I mean,
then I'd get a towel wrapped
yeah.
around me.
Well, I don't know how quick you. Sometimes it takes me a while. Other times I just do it in 10 seconds. But she
Well,
was.
whenever you have a girl sticking your out of you, and you haven't been, well, it was less time than that, but she's got it up her.
Yeah.
And I thought, holy mackerel, and then all of a sudden, I felt something like a feeling. It was like she was moving up and down.
When she
on
was
it.
3.
Yeah.
And so, did you end up? Well, because
And then,
when she was 3. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
God damn. Did you get out of her, or was it just all over
it
the
was
place?
inside.
Oh my God.
And I said,
You're not making this up. You're actually telling me the truth,
I'm
right?
telling you the truth,
Oh
what
my
she
God.
did.
Holy shit. So you're telling me this 3-year-old was just that crazy that you killed this 3-year-old? No, you for
Well, she kept on grabbing a hold of me.
Yeah,
down
yeah,
there
yeah.
And had it sticking up, and she went and pushed me to want me to sit down. So I sat down, but before I got down on the chair, she ripped my. I always wore jogging pants because I was going to bed,
Uh-huh.
and she ripped them down and grabbed a hold of me and climbed up on my lap. She had her pants and panties off.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Why do you got your pants and panties off?" And at that time, she did grab.
Uh-huh.
The next thing I know, she was there and she raised up and sat right down on it.
No way. So this was all at your house in Mount
Yeah.
Jackson? Same one you're living in now?
Yeah.
What the God damn, dude.
I couldn't believe it. I told my aunt about it. She couldn't believe it.
What the So, oh my God.
And she wanted to do it whenever she was getting older. I kept on telling her, no, I'm not letting you do that
Yeah.
stuff no more.
So you're telling me
And then she went home, I think, and said something to her mother, but she was telling me and my aunt about the guy down there doing it with her. That was her boyfriend, but they got married.
so you're telling me you got going so much, you this 3-year-old that was
Yeah.
what the
Like I said, she was my, and I kept on pushing her away, but
And she legit like this
well, that's what it felt like.
this 3-year-old.
Yeah.
God damn, man.
And I told her, ask her who did this with her.
Right.
And she would always say Chris.
Oh my God.
And Chris is the stepdad.
What a wild child, man.
Well, I couldn't believe her doing that.
Well, you got
She told me the one day she was 2 when she come up that she wished she could stay up there on the mountain.
Yeah.
Because she said we leave her watch cartoons.
Uh-huh.
And I said, well, don't your mommy and daddy let you watch cartoons at their house?
Yeah.
She said, no, all mommy wants to watch is movies with people on there having
Damn.
babies.
Oh, man. That's f***ing crazy.
That's exactly how she said it.
Oh, my God. Man, oh, man. That is quite something for sure. Jeez Louise.
Well, like I said, I couldn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me sick. But it happened.
Mm-hmm. God, well, so she was telling me she made you a lot.
Yeah.
Like in the shower and all that too. She made you. Is that true?
She kept on grabbing a hold of it, and she did have me.
Okay. So how many times do you think you made you over the years? Like countless or?
Not that many, because I tried to get away from her, keep her away from me, but I didn't want to hurt her feelings.
Sure.
Because my aunt would say, don't do that with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, I said, I'm trying to get her mind off of this.
Right.
And my aunt would start yelling at her. She wanted me to go someplace with her. My aunt would follow, and she would look at her. She said, you don't come with us.
So when about so this started when she was 3, and then when about did this always happen at your house, or was it like another place she made you do this too, or was it always?
It was at her house. Me and her really never at our house. Me and her really never went and was by ourselves.
At our house? Whose ours? Hers or yours?
It was my aunt's and uncle's house.
Aunt's and uncle's house? So I thought you said it was at your place in Mount Jackson.
That's my aunt's and uncle's house.
Oh, okay.
See, I went up there to help take care of them whenever my uncle was getting down.
Okay, so you still live at that house?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, they sold that house when my uncle had liver cancer, so they could pay for the chemotherapy that he was having.
Got it.
Medicare did not cover it.
Got it. Interesting. God, man, I could use some fried pickles right now. I'm starving. I am starving. Oh, man. Jeez.
Well, I seen you sitting there, and I was thinking, I wonder if that's what she was worried about.
Yeah, no, could be. Dude, so I do got to ask, because you're not somebody who likes showers or anything like that. You're
no,
not,
I'm against it.
Very against it. Very
against it. I think they should have their self-castrated.
I'm with you on that.
I swear, that's what they should do with the ones that does that.
Yeah. So,
I guarantee you, if I was a father and my daughter went into the women's bathroom and there was a man there, thought that saying that he was a woman, I'd probably the hell out of him.
Oh, dude, that shit. It's crazy.
I'd show him what the service taught me.
Hey, there you go. So I
don't think it would work too well on there because I'm out of shape right now, and
yeah. Well, I used to be a very in-shape football player, and now I'm just kind of this here now. But we all go through it.
The older you get, the
yeah. Tell me about it.
I went through life. I had a complete hip replacement on my right hip. I was in a car wreck. Somebody spiked my drink where I worked at. Plus, I had a virus called the Guillain-Barré.
Yep, I know
where
that.
I could not feed myself or anything like that. But the doctor says I was one of the lucky ones because most of the ones that they treated, they said died.
Right.
And they said I was lucky one, and I just looked at them. I said, I don't feel too lucky.
Right.
Because I ended up having to quit working, and I didn't want to do that. That helped me keep my mind occupied.
Yeah. So there's kind of a thing, you kind of even brought it up yourself. Do you think you enjoyed what she would do to you?
Well, it seemed like every time she'd come up, she wanted to do it.
Right. Like, do you think she was excited about it and like?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is kind of something, and it happens to everybody. So you think she started to get excited about the stuff because you watch, or I'm sorry, because she watched as a young kid.
Well, her mother and stepdaddy
yeah,
had
she
sex
just
because
had it.
whenever they lived in with his parents, that's where they slept.
Right,
Was
right.
in the same room with
So kind of
her.
I'm thinking something could have happened to you to that same extent too, because you know the last thing I don't want to brand you as a child. Obviously, you're not that, but
No.
I would hope not. But you know, she seemed to kind of tell me that there was a point where it wasn't just her kind of coming on to you; it was kind of started to be a mutual thing y'all both enjoyed together.
Not really.
Well,
Every time she started, I would do something else to get her mind off of it.
right, but she told me that wasn't always the case. She said, yeah, there were times where you pushed her off, but she said there were times where you know you got her and you kind of went through with what she was doing, and it was kind of like a mutual enjoyment.
Well, I thought, why bother fighting her?
Yeah.
So I left her go on and do what she was doing, but my pants was on.
But you a lot of times.
No, not with my pants on.
Not with your pants on.
No,
Okay.
because I told her, I said, we're not doing this thing anymore. And I went and pushed myself down there and closed my legs to hold it down.
Right, but there were times, and she told me that happened quite a few times. But she said there were times where you did not do that, and you just kind of either let it happen or kind of guided her on what to do and all that stuff.
I didn't have to guide her what to do.
Okay.
I guarantee you, I did not have to guide her.
Okay. So.
She acted like she knew what she was doing.
Okay. So basically what I'm trying to kind of get at here is, you know, I don't know if she's covering for you, as in like maybe you forced onto her, or if you truly just let her do what she wants to do and you just kind of went along with the ride, or what do you think happened with that?
Well, whenever she was doing it and I had my pants on, I would push myself down between my legs.
No, I know that, but there were times where you just kind of did not do that, and you just kind of let her...
I just would be sitting there and she'd get up on me and I didn't want to grab a hold of her.
Okay, so you just kind of let her do what she wants to do to you? Okay. Interesting. So I kind of want to touch on, because you are anti-child and all that stuff. I want to touch on, have you ever been on the dark web before, like the Onion browser or Tor or anything like that? Okay, yeah, no, I figured. But
every time I get on a video where guys are talking to me, not a video, but like a chat, and I say, well, I'll friend this guy.
Yeah.
And they start talking about, do I got pictures of the girl? I block them and...
Okay, so I wanted to kind of talk about those guys, because those are real child, right? Those aren't people like you who look after kids.
No, they would tell me about different things. This one guy...
What app would they do this on?
Well, Facebook.
Okay.
Because the one guy was from England, I believe. And he told me about an 8-year-old girl that he took back to his apartment, and he was
doing shit to her, yeah. So I'm kind of curious, because from what it looks like in the chats, because, you know, like I told you, we've seen your chats with Emily, seen your chats with adults and all that type of stuff. In the chats, it looks to be, and this is where I kind of want your anti-child help here, it kind of looks to be that people have kind of sent you pics of little girls and all that stuff. Maybe people like that guy in England.
I do not have any pictures of any little girls.
Oh, no. I'm not saying you have them. I'm just saying...
I never did get them.
Have you...
I told them. They sent me pictures of little girls with their legs gapped open.
Yeah.
That was it.
Okay.
They had clothes on. And I thought, well, who in the world would let their daughters be filmed like that?
How old did those girls look that had their legs open?
They looked like they were around 6 or 7.
Jeez. How many of them could you see their on?
None.
Okay. Because this is kind of my thing here. Like, I know those pictures, you don't take them yourself, and they're not just pictures you like or anything like that.
No.
But from what it seems like, because, you know, internet records can pull a lot of things, right? From what it seems like, people have sent you little girls, but maybe, has that ever happened where you saw what it was, got rid of it, deleted it, had to just block them?
I haven't seen no girls. I'm serious. I have not seen that. other than the older ones that sent them themselves.
What about like on Telegram and shit? Like, have people tried to offer you pictures of little girls?
No, they ask me about different ones.
Okay.
They tell me what their opinion is, and if I think that it's something that don't set right, I, like I said, block them and get rid of them.
And that's on Telegram?
That's on any of them.
On any of them? Okay. Have people kind of asked you to trade before?
Yeah.
Like trade what?
Photos. I said I don't have no naked
Of little girls? Okay. If they come up, I'll just say we're talking about something else. But look, those people that have asked you to trade, look, I know they've sent you naked pictures of kids. Have you got rid of them, or did you just kind of...
I don't ever have them.
Okay. But I'm saying, did they send you shit that you got rid of and you deleted?
Anything like that, I don't remember, but I don't have any.
Okay. Yeah, they're...
If I did, I would have.
Okay. Well, I'm not saying you saved them. I'm saying, did people just send you that stupid shit and you just say, don't send me that?
No, they talked to me first, and they asked me about it, and whenever I hear it, I delete them.
Okay.
I block and delete them.
Okay.
Because I don't go for that. Because I know about this child.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
And I do not go for that.
Well, because I kind of want your help if that's the case, because it looks like the internet records show that people have sent you that stuff. And I'm not saying
I don't know when, unless it was way back. And I don't remember them because I don't keep them.
Okay. Yeah, no, dude, I'm not...
I don't know what the guy's name was from England, because that's been a good while ago.
Did he send you videos of what he was doing?
No.
No? Well, I do want to ask, though, is that guy from England, was this like a couple months ago?
No.
No? How long ago was this?
That was back way before my aunt and uncle died.
Oh, really?
That's when... Well, it was after my uncle died, because my aunt didn't get internet until after he passed away for the little boy, so he could play his video games.
Well, dude, look, man, Roy...
She bought an Xbox for him.
Yeah. Well, Roy, dude, I mean, I genuinely like you a lot. Maryland needs more Trump voters, but, yeah, they're fending them off. Maryland needs more Trump voters, but right now, you're on the side of anti-child, but we're going to do a full scan of all of your internet history from 20 years ago and now, okay? Okay. But... if we find out that people have sent you that stuff and you didn't tell us now, I'm not going to help you with this, okay? That's why I'm asking.
As far as I know, I don't have any.
I'm not saying you've kept any. I'm just saying...
I don't think I have.
Okay. No, I don't think you've kept any. But if people...
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody sent me any like that.
Has it maybe just popped up when you were browsing?
Not that I know of. I'm being serious.
Okay.
I don't know. If I did, I would tell you.
Okay.
I've told you everything else.
That's honestly a good point. Really can't argue with you on that one.
Because if somebody would send me pictures like that, did you want me to keep them and show you?
That was kind of my... Yeah, I was hoping that would happen. How's it going?
All right.
We were just having a talk here with Roy and all this stuff. Oh. Man, he was just kind of here to beat a 12-year-old girl, just kind of maybe said some inappropriate things to her, but you were telling me that, man, your great niece was fucking crazy back in the day, huh? She was like...
She was very crazy.
You're telling me this 3-year-old girl like bounced on your... even made your...
Okay. Why not I'm talking to you?
Taller.
Just so you know my body comes on.
Okay.
What's your name, man?
It's Alex Rosen.
A-L-E-X.
R-O-S-E-N.
R-O-S-E-N. What's your date of birth?
It's March 15th, 2000. Yeah, we catch online child across the country. We have arrested 46 states, convictions in 40, including just one here in Maryland. And yeah, we were posing as a 12-year-old girl online. You came to meet the 12-year-old girl, and I know that in Maryland you have to be like law enforcement to be posing as a said kid. So we try to get people arrested for child like this, but he did not admit to any child. However, he admitted in detail to his niece countless times, even when she was, like, he admitted to side of her when she was 3 years old. And I mean, we have it all on camera. He said it was investigated 15 years ago, but maybe he didn't say as much 15 years ago as he did now. Like he totally thought that I was on his side of like, man, she seemed crazy. And I mean, he said it went on for years. He said she lives now in Stephen City, Virginia. Like he identified who she is, identified where it happened at, and like, I mean, we definitely want to send you all this footage because it's this guy is like a monster.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, our detective unit is going to be reaching out with the sergeant here in a minute.
Okay.
That's more their realm in this area.
Yeah.
Detectives, they obviously get stepped up. Things like this, pretty heinous crimes as far as this goes.
And I know, I guess it might not really matter in Maryland, but you know, he was very cool with our 12-year-old decoy and admitted that he was going to have sex with her if she was quote unquote okay with it. So.
Okay. How'd you guys reach out to him?
He reached out to us on Facebook, and I don't know how he found us or how we found him, but he messaged first.
Does he live here?
Nah, this is the apartments we claimed we lived at.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. What's his name again? Roy?
Roy, God damn it. Roy,
S21, C3 should be giving me a call.
It's Roy. Jesus Christ. What is his name? Hold on. Give me a sec. Roy. Yep. And this is a.
He's trying to get with you back in the day?
Yeah.
What the
A 3-year-old little girl come up, pull my pants off, got on my lap, and tried to fight me, and I pushed her away, but it went up inside of her. She raised up and it went up inside of her, and I thought, this can't be happening.
Oh my God! So she got in a position to where she basically made your.
Yes.
What?
She raised up and sat down, and I found out later her mother and her stepfather watched movies in front of her.
And this was when she was 3 years old.
Yeah, well, it was.
That's his niece he's talking about?
Was playing.
And then later in the interview, he admits that he inside of her when she was 3. And basically, like I told him, like I was like, well, you know, I talked to her beforehand, and obviously I didn't do that, but you know, she was telling me that you were getting her and that, you know, and he's like, well, yeah, I was getting, and that's when he admits it, like, and all that stuff. So I don't know, Frostburg's the same county as like how do you say it, Lacomining? City close to here. It's like.
Never heard of that one.
No, it's like, how do you? It's like right.
Oh, Lonaconing.
Lonaconing. Yeah.
Okay.
Same county here.
Yeah, same Allegheny County.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 20 minutes that way.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he said the happened in that city.
In Coney. Okay.
Yeah. Or on Mount Jackson Road. That's where he lives.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No, I have the clip sent to this phone too. It's overwhelming.
Where are you guys out of?
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, I would like. I mean, it was very strange. I mean, he admitted to wanting to have sex with his 12-year-old, but he was very adamant he never received child. I don't know how true that is, but it'd be kind of weird if he had said all that, but wouldn't admit to that.
That's his car, I take it.
Yes. I told y'all, bro. I told y'all this guy would be the sixth of the trip. Bro, I mean, this dude is like evil. It wasn't even hard to get him to admit to. All he had to do was be like, man, that's good. Like, all he had to do is just the whole, like, I don't blame you.
Just kind of let him hang over there. Don't, like, go over by him.
Oh, no, for sure not. Bro, I mean, what in the fuck? Man, dude, it sucks. If this was like most other states, he could have been arrested.
On the backside of it, you said there was clips, I guess, of your interview with.
Oh yeah, we have the full thing to send to y'all.
Okay, if you would mind sending that to us, that'd be great. Just his email address.
Okay,
there.
we'll do.
Right now we're going to take this up to the detectives.
Okay.
And let them look into it.
They're all seizing his phone?
What's that?
Are they going to seize his phone?
That's going to be up to him on this one. Right
Okay.
here. He just talked to the detectives. I don't know exactly what their conversation was pertaining to.
Got it.
But yeah, anything you have that you want to share with us, just send it to that email address. And
Okay.
use it there as evidence.
Okay. So he's not like going to jail tonight or anything?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
No. The detectives obviously they're going to open up an investigation.
Okay.
Just like everything takes time to go
Yeah.
into all this.
Definitely. Well, so are we good to go then for now? Or?
Let me double check, but you should be. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Crazy. Dude, state laws need to change here, bro. No, it's fucking it's just the same bullshit laws. No shit.
Just yell. You not get arrested.
Yeah. County, Virginia. So.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, appreciate it, y'all.
Yep.
All right.
You guys have a good night.
If you want to support the predator poachers catching the sickest both near and far, go to the pinned comment. If you're on Rumble, press the red join button to see over 30 videos early and uncensored for only $10 a month. We can't do this without your help, so join our locals.